AM 96.3 FM, The Source.
I really need to update the music, especially during the Christmas season, don't you think?
I think so.
Sounds like X-Files or something, right?
Cajun Christmas music. Cajun music. I love that.
What was that called? Zydeco.
That's it, yeah.
Christmas, yeah. Laura Byrnes is here from CareerSource. Hey, if you're not feeling like you're enjoying the Christmas season because you're not making enough money, because you don't have a good job or you don't have a job at all, I want to recommend CareerSource. That's who Laura always represents. And today we're going to hear from one of the job opportunities, it sounds like, from Richard, and that's all I know. So good morning, both of you. Good morning, Richard and Laura.
Good morning. Happy holidays.
Yeah.
We're in that season now.
Are you into it mentally?
Getting there.
Yeah. Emotionally, you got.
I need about another month.
Snowflake necklace. It looks nice.
I rock a different thing every day. So So today, anyway, yeah. I need about another month would be good. Just add on the tail end of Thanksgiving, between Thanksgiving and Christmas. That would really be nice. Could we make that happen? Yeah.
Well, they used to be only 10 months, and then Julius and Augustus Caesar, they added July and August, and
yeah, there you
it didn't
go.
help anything.
Hail Caesar! Thank you very much.
It didn't help anything.
No, it did not. It did not.
So, what kind of work are we talking about today?
Well, Richard's going to be talking about wonderful opportunities at the AT&T Ocala Mobility Center. Before I turn things over to him, you know the drill. I'm going to give you a couple updates of what CareerSource is doing, and then we'll turn it on over to our guests.
All right, very good.
I do want to talk about some workshops. Now, these aren't Santa's workshops, but they're the next best thing if you want the gift that keeps on giving into the new year, and that's new employment. So we have a whole lot of workshops already.
Listen to you.
I'm telling you. We have some tomorrow.
It's called writing skills when you do stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's not written down either. So we have Navigate Today's Workplace. That's tomorrow from 9 to 11. And by the way, all of the workshops I'm going to talk about take place here in our Ocala Career Center. So that's from 9 to 11. And then your digital footprint from 2 to 4. That's tomorrow. But next week, if you're out about doing last minute Christmas shopping or just starting, maybe put one of these workshops in your schedule. So we have on Monday, the 10th, Computer Essentials at 9 and Employ Florida at 2. On the 11th, Job Specific Resume at 2 and tips, well, I'm not sure if about that time, because then I also have, on the 13th, tips for federal jobs for veterans. So check those out on our website, CareerSourceCLM.com, the calendar of events, and you'll get the information. Tomorrow, we also have a hiring event over in Citrus County at our Lecanto Center from 10 a.m. to noon. That's the Home Instead Senior Care. They're hiring, so if you have a healthcare background, check that out. A couple things that are coming up in the new year. New career job fair. This one's the one that we do in partnership with K Country and Wind FM. That's January 16th from 9 a.m. till noon at the Klein Conference Center at CF. And we're going to focus on administrative support and customer service positions for that. And then just briefly and last, want to mention that the fourth annual Marion County Youth Career Expos for middle and high school students are scheduled for February 13th and 14th. We'll probably talk about that a little bit later into the new year. Oh, I lied. I have one more thing I want to say.
Okay.
Tomorrow, this is the most wonderful time of the year, and one of the reasons why is because our Phoenix Rising Youth Build graduates will get don cap and gown and finish the program, and that is truly one of the most favorite things I have to do with my job is to support that program. It's not just us. It's Habitat for Humanity, City of Ocala, CF, lots of partners. But they're graduating tomorrow, so wish them well. And it's just a fantastic program.
That's awesome.
That's
it. And that's really, whenever we talk about what CareerSource does, it's about that very thing, about improving yourself, making your income greater and your happiness better. I mean, sometimes it might not be about money. We always seem to focus on that, but it might just be enjoying what you do for a living.
Well, and these young people, ages 18 to 24, none of them had high school diplomas. So they actually, it's not a GED, they actually completed their high school diplomas and graduated all of them from high school. It's the second cohort that's done that. All of them got their high school diplomas through the Penn Foster program, which we do underwrite for them and support. They got all these employability skills, industry standard certifications. Yes, they build a Habitat for Humanity home. That is a piece of it. It's a big piece, but it's a piece. So they develop these both teamwork and leadership skills. It's just a beautiful thing to see these kids develop.
One quick question: Are they typical? Are they the age you normally associate with a high school graduate, or are they sometimes in their upper 20s or even 30s?
No, they're 18 to 24.
Oh, okay,
that age group, yeah.
Okay.
So, and I think most, they range in age.
Right. Okay, excellent. Richard.
Yes.
Tell me your last name.
Smith.
That's easy. Okay, I don't got to write that one down. Well, nice to meet you. Have we met?
Well, I'm not sure if we have or not.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming in. And you represent AT&T?
Yes, sir.
AT&T Mobility.
Yes, mobility sales and service.
And so that would be my cell phone?
Yes.
Okay. And where are you?
So our call center is just down the road on 40, right on the other side of town here.
Okay. On the other side of the interstate?
Yep.
Okay. Where is it?
Over near the Kmart distribution center in the industrial area there.
It's already built.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah, it's already there. Southwest 6th Place. We've been there for, I think, 17 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I guess I didn't know that. Well, the reason I'm asking, there's a big building going up on, I think, 43rd.
I drove past that the other day.
Yeah.
What is that?
I have no idea.
Nobody knows.
It's all secret.
It is
Nobody
huge,
knows
though.
what it is.
It is huge.
It
Yes.
is huge.
Have you seen this?
I have seen it.
I was going to ask you if you knew what it was.
I know they're building, something is going to be built for spec, so I don't know if this is it. I know there's another distribution company coming to town hiring, McLean. I don't know if this is their hub. I'm sorry, I don't have the answer to that.
Richard, would you say it's bigger than this mall, I think?
It sure looks like it.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
gigantic.
And
Yeah,
taller.
It's huge.
Taller.
I know. I saw that and said, what the heck is that going to be? I figured of all the people who would know, it would be you, Laura.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm sorry, I went on. So AT&T, so what would the jobs be that you have?
So right now we are currently hiring for mobility sales and service customer service representatives.
Okay.
It is a sales and service job. What we do there is we handle existing AT&T wireless customers that are calling in with their normal issues. Why is my bill so high? Why isn't my phone working? I have questions about this or that. And we assist those customers with those issues, answering those questions. During that process, we want to learn about our customer and how they use their everyday services. Because what we actually do is we recommend and sell our other AT&T products, DirecTV, UVerse TV, home internet, home phone. We like to make sure that our customers are going away with the information about all the products that AT&T has to offer for them.
Okay. And how does the person who gets the job do their job? Do they look on a computer and see, can they see my specific account and say, oh, well, you've got your Bluetooth on all the time or something like that?
There is. It's similar to that. When we receive a call from a customer, that's all inbound calls, customers calling into AT&T for assistance, and we're able to see certain account information once we're able to verify the account properly.
Okay.
So we know that who we're speaking to is authorized to be in that account, and we're able to see some general information about the account, about the rate plans, about the usage, things like that, and those things we can use to help in resolving issues as well as recommending additional products to our customers.
And what are some of those additional products outside of the cell phone?
So we actually are currently selling DirecTV services for your home video service. We are selling our high-speed gigapower internet across the country. We're dealing with customers that are across the entire United States within our UVerse footprint, and sometimes outside of that when we're assisting our other call centers with overflow. So really we're looking at your entertainment products, your home internet, your home television, and then of course additionally your home phone.
So that sounds like a lot of training in order to be ready for that job.
Absolutely. We do 6 weeks of training before before the representatives take full-time calls with our clients. They do 3 weeks in the classroom environment where they're getting their hands-on experience with the tools and learning about the process.
Wow.
And then we do an additional 2 weeks of training in a live environment where we're doing real customer calls with support staff there to help them through continuing to learn and making sure we're providing a good experience as we're still training our representatives.
Is the training period paid?
Yes, it is. Fully paid.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, and they do get hired, do they have annual raises?
Absolutely. The position that we're hiring for actually has a setup where they receive a raise every 6 months.
Oh.
In addition to that, it is a sales job, so there is commission and incentives in addition to their hourly pay that are made on top of their hourly pay, not in lieu of.
It sounds like the perfect candidate for the job has to have a certain level of aptitude. Does that sound right?
I would agree. They need to be an outgoing personality that can have a conversation with people, but also be able to navigate and work through the computer systems and be comfortable working in multiple programs at one time.
Okay. And that's where CareerSource helps you, because they will help screen out the people who wouldn't be good candidates.
Absolutely. I can tell you our partnership with CareerSource has been paramount to our success.
Sure, yeah.
We have brought in over 100 representatives last year. We're partnering with CareerSource.
Wow.
And we're continuing our forecast right now to bring an additional 60 representatives in the first quarter of 2019.
Nice.
So
nice.
they've helped us with job fairs, with local hiring events in our call center. I can tell you they've been a great partner for us. Melissa Sacco, I've been working with there. She's been fantastic in partnering with us on their events.
And how about your benefits?
Benefits with AT&T are top-notch. They receive health care, vision, dental, 401k. The health care is all subsidized, so they get some really great rates where they're paying a very little amount in on their own. They have health savings accounts that we contribute to on their behalf as long as you're selecting a health plan. In addition to that, continuing learning, continuous education, we provide tuition reimbursement, things like that.
Oh, nice.
It is probably one of the best jobs in the market for those that are looking for growth opportunity with a global corporation, as well as some fantastic benefits packages.
Is the perfect candidate one of the things in their aptitude list of things? Would it be a human? How do you ask this? This is like a soft skill, I guess, that Laura taught us about. So it'd be like, because I'm imagining a lot of people are ready to be argumentative and are angry, right?
This is true.
So the person on the other end has to know how to deal with that, right?
Absolutely. One of the biggest things we instill on our representatives is remember that our customers are that. They're customers. They're real people. It's not just an account number. It's not just a computer screen. You're dealing with a real person on the other side of that phone.
Right.
And you have to sometimes remember that you may be hearing the same problem that you've dealt with 47 times today.
Yeah.
But it's the first time that customer is presenting that issue to you.
Good point.
Bring that human element, listen to them, understand their problem, and then present the options that are there for a solution. Oftentimes, we can't give the customer exactly what they want, but a customer never wants to hear that there's nothing you can do for them. They want to know what you can do for them, and that's what we instill in our employees.
Oh, nice.
And how about like family packages for phones for even the smallest of children, where they have it and they only have a couple numbers on there?
Absolutely. A lot of our devices include the opportunity for what we call kind of like a family tools, more or less, that you can use to restrict certain services. You can block access to certain features. We can even turn off data access so they can't access the internet, just send and receive calls and text. And our stores are great at helping customers face to face with those things, but our agents over the phone are able to help and assist with walking through a lot of that process as well.
And you're available 24/7?
Our particular call center is not open 24/7, but AT&T customer service is available around the clock. Our call center is open from 7:50 in the morning. We start taking first calls at 8 a.m. until 10:15 at night. We stop taking new calls at 10 p.m.
Oh, my.
Monday through Saturday.
How do the people on the phones keep up with the evolving technology? Are there always classes ongoing?
Yes, constant training. We have multiple resources we use: online training, instructor-led face-to-face training. There's constant refreshers. We do, of course, the annual compliance courses to keep people fresh with the requirements for legalities.
Oh my gosh!
And then we have every time something new comes around, AT&T growing, buying DirecTV, buying Time Warner. We have to continue to evolve as that new stuff comes on board, and we constantly have new training available to our representatives that they'll take either at their desk in a training environment, or they'll go into a training room with an instructor there to lead them through it.
Really? Do they constantly come to you and say, this is a great job, but everybody in my family comes to me now to program their phone and or to unlock a problem, right?
So sometimes there's a downside to being the
The family go-to guy.
With the go-to information. On the plus side of things, it gives you, the ability to meet with some of that family maybe you don't see so often when they call you up for a
that's
problem,
a nice attitude. Yeah, I would think it would just be exciting to know, I didn't know my phone could do that, or I didn't know I could do that with DirecTV. Right?
Absolutely. And that's the thing that continues to amaze us. We could spend hours on the phone talking to a customer about all the benefits and features of our services. It's important for us to understand what's important to our customer, so we're giving them the right information, because if I'm talking to you all day about a DVR that you've been using now for 12 years, not so important or special. But when you find out that with our service, you're able to, immediately restart any programs in the last 72 hours on most of our channels that you may have missed without having recorded them to start with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is it connected to the home security systems?
In our UVerse services, yes, it can be interactive with the home security. There's really no limit to the ability that AT&T has as we continue to develop. We try to be on the cutting edge of technology. We may not always be first in the market, but we like to make sure our stuff is correct before it's out there.
Are all the employees friendly with each other? Are they familiar with each other, and you have birthdays and things like that?
I can tell you, it is a great, big, dysfunctional family. We all get along, and we have a common goal in mind, and yes, we love to celebrate and have a good time. We do different events and theme days. Today at work, they're doing a flannel day. People can all come in wearing different kind of flannel.
Really?
Yep.
You're not wearing any.
Today I'm not, because I am representing flannel. My flannel shirt is in the car, ready to participate.
Okay.
I'm actually conducting
I think you would look good in flannel,
well.
actually.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you look like a flannel kind of a guy.
I'm curious. So the shift, you're open Monday through Saturday?
Monday through Saturday, yes.
And you start at 8, and you end at 10?
10 p.m.
So is
Really?
that 2 shifts worth, or how does that work?
We actually have currently 21 shifts that we hire for.
Okay.
The way our shifts are assigned is based on seniority within the company.
Okay.
So as employees are hired on, we do shift bids throughout the year where the employees are given a list of schedules and rate them in order of preference. And then they're awarded out based on who's been there the longest. So potential newer employees usually find themselves working a later schedule, like a 1:15 to 10:15, working on Saturdays and being off on Sundays another day in the week. One of the great things about our call center being closed on Sundays is everybody's got that guaranteed day off on the weekend with their family.
It's nice.
So it's nice to have that. In the past, we've worked 7 days before, but in those situations, we're allowed to, able to give more people 2 days off in a row.
Wow.
With only being closed one day, that makes it a little more difficult. So the newer employees tend to fill in those gaps as the tenured employees get to take advantage of the Monday through Fridays. Some things have changed, though. In the new year, in 2018, we kind of realigned how some of our bidding is done. So now anytime we have a new class start, we take the schedules that we were going to offer to that new class, and we offer them to our reps on the floor first. They get their choices to, if they want to cherry pick and jump on those schedules, again, still awarded based on seniority. And then anybody who vacates a spot is now made available to our new hire class.
Oh, nice.
So we've actually had new hires wind up working a 9:30 to 6:30 Monday through Friday, when normally that wouldn't be an opportunity for them.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
But we do a center bid twice a year where the entire center rebids and realigns based on true seniority, so they kind of get shuffled back to where they naturally should fall. The good thing is, no matter what your schedule may be, it will change throughout the time. You'll give plenty of notice of when the changes are coming, and you'll be able to kind of plan your life around it until the changes again.
Oh, that is nice. Yeah,
Nice.
that is good. So,
Nice.
so it's not 24 hours a day?
No.
Well, that's good, too. A lot of,
Right. Are you calling your phone service at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Well, we do have customers across the country and across the world.
That's true.
And sometimes I know I've been up in the middle of the night, and that's the only time I have time to deal with problems. And I wish there was an
Oh,
option.
my gosh. Well, I have a question based on what you just said. So does that mean there are multiple languages working with you?
In our particular call center, we are English only.
Okay.
However, AT&T does have call centers throughout the U.S. as well as some offshore partner sites. One of the other things is our customers have access to our website, which has a ton of self-help support, including chat support, that is available to them 24 hours a day as well.
Okay, so do the people here in Ocala do the chat thing, the little box in the corner? Do they do that?
Currently, we do not. Our center in Orlando actually does that, though.
Oh, okay. So if we call you, we speak to a real person.
Yes. Yeah. Generally, the customers we're receiving calls from are going to be, again, eligible for our home services, so we can discuss their opportunities with them. So they are going to speak to a live person, 99% of the time, unless they're calling in extreme wee hours in the morning where there may be an issue with availability if there's a lot of calls happening. But for the most part, you can speak to somebody by dialing 611 from your phone at pretty much any time.
Is that right? 611. All phones or only if you're on AT&T?
It's actually traditional across most providers, but I know for sure that's with AT&T.
Okay.
And how about technology? Are the people at your call centers get all of the new technology the day before it's released? Because there are people that jump on it right away as soon as there's a new thing.
That is a fantastic question. And we love for our employees to be up to date on our technology. AT&T provides some great discounts on our services to ensure our employees can enjoy it. Some of the discounts include our employees receiving 50% off their wireless account. Not off the phones, but off the cellular service.
Yeah.
They also receive discounts on our DirecTV services, so they can get it at a discounted rate and enjoy the service. The same with our UVerse Internet. Now, as far as the actual products, we want to make sure our customers are taken care of first. So if we had our millions of employees go run out there and buy the new iPhone the day it launched, we may run into a bit of a problem with availability. So while we don't restrict them from buying it, we don't encourage them to run out there on day one. And we do want to make sure our employees have the opportunity to enjoy the services, though. So we do allow them to get out there and experience it as soon as possible, because there's nothing better than having the device in your hands when it comes time to being able to talk to a customer about the benefits of the features.
So, Richard, are you could you step in? I mean, do you have all of that training yourself? Can you answer those calls?
I actually I started with AT&T as a representative about 6.5 years ago. Specifically.
Okay.
Yeah. I have that skill set. I've done that job. I've grown past it. I've been a team sales manager there in the call center, running a team and assisting representatives with that. Currently, my official title is Manager of Quality, M&P, and Process, which allows me to cover a blanket of issues there. But right now, I spend most of my time doing hiring and also maintaining integrity within the call center.
Wow. Did you know this was what you were going to do? I mean, it seems like you're really happy there.
I enjoy my job. I love the company I work for. And I can tell you this, I did not see myself in this role. I did not see myself in the roles I've had before this. But when opportunity came knocking, I answered yes.
Sure.
Oh,
yeah.
wonderful.
So it sounds
Good
like
for you.
A good move on your part, yeah.
Sounds like a good promoting from within.
Absolutely.
And that's pretty fast track. 6.5 years to go.
Absolutely,
That's
yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
impressive.
I can tell you, AT&T provided me a lot of opportunity to continue my education, my learning. I'm currently pursuing a nano degree program, specializing in data foundations, doing some things that allow me to kind of expand my horizon. And we do that with all of our employees with AT&T through our available training to them. They have access to required trainings on site, but also available to continued growing trainings that are available to them 24/7 on our internal sites outside of the building. One of the things I could tell you is we definitely like to see growth from within. We like to promote from within the company. We've had multiple what we call MI60s. They're basically like managers in training or lead reps that have been promoted into our manager roles in the last few months. As we continue to bring new representatives in, we're looking to continue funneling that crowd up.
It's called In My 60s?
Yes.
Because that's what I am.
Hey, before we run out of time, I do want to let your listeners know, if you're interested in learning more about these positions, how to apply, go to our website, CareerSourceCLM.com. In the news section, the nav tab at the top, the drop-down has the WOCA Business Showcase. Click on that, and you will get the information with the job order number and how to apply, and all that good stuff is right there. And we will post a copy of this podcast on that dedicated page, as well as our online newsroom. So if you want to share it or share the link, as you always say, if you know somebody who might be interested,
I know.
Get that out there. And also, I invite any businesses out there who partner with us like AT&T does. I should point out that our services are available to both businesses and candidates at no charge. Please let us know, and you might be sitting right where Richard is today and be on our show.
I'll tell you what, Richard, you just described the perfect opportunity. I mean, everything you said sounded good. It passed all the tests if I was looking for somebody. And Laura knows I got somebody in my family. I keep trying to convince him that he's smart. He's a smart guy, but I don't know why he doesn't take advantage of some of these things. But
Well, thank
anyway,
you.
so thank you for what you do, Richard. You family man? You
Currently, no family. No, I'm kind of a career man right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I tell you, I enjoy spending time with my nieces and nephews and taking care of working with my friends and family as well. But personally, I love taking care of my work family.
Do you celebrate Christmas?
I absolutely do. Absolutely do. Getting ready to. Matter of fact, I've helped with a couple of charity opportunities. I've sent some things down. I have a friend that's a curator for the Key West Aquarium. We sent some toys down for them.
Nice.
Fabulous.
At the call center, we're actually doing an angel tree. We're partnering with one of the local resources to purchase toys for kids in need.
Oh my
So
gosh.
each one of our teams has selected 2 angels to go in and purchase toys for. I personally picked one up myself to purchase toys. And the one I chose was looking for clothing items, and it's somebody who's really in need, not wanting toys. So I want to make sure
for
they
you.
get what they need.
You're a good guy.
And I will say again, our partnership with CareerSource has been fantastic. All the information for this job opening is on their site. You can also look at att.jobs for any other openings within the AT&T company in the area.
Very
Nice.
good. It's good all around, and we're doing the same thing with the toys. Laura and Richard, thank you both. We won't see you before Christmas. Right?
Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year before I come back. Lots of great things happening.
Thank you for what you do for us all year long.
Our pleasure.
Laura.
All right.
Richard, thank you so much.
Thanks again. Merry Christmas to you both.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Here is your 1-minute news brief. Governor Scott will not become Senator Scott until January 8th. That's the day his successor, Ron DeSantis, is sworn.